All right, Gage. So we got a DM earlier from a guy with a Polaris tick going on. He said his valves have been checked and they're within spec. The timing chain's tight. What else could that possibly be?
So on Polaris, there's a few things that can get a little bit extra tolerance in them and make kind of what I think he's talking about. It's more of a startup thing. The cam chain tensioners, they work off oil pressure. They have a spring in them to set a little bit of tension, but they mainly get all of their tension from the oil pressure. And a little port goes into the timing chain tensioner. That's what sets the preload on the chain. Another one, it's a little bit more in depth, but they can get piston slap, which is when the bottom of the skirt of the piston will wear down, and then the piston, as it goes up and down, will rock back and forth in the cylinder and can create like a ticking noise or knocking noise, something along those lines. Mainly, a lot of what we see and what we hear people talk about is they aren't the smoothest idling machines, being a 2-cylinder. So it makes the clutch jar back and forth. And if the shims are out of the clutch, or I think they're called buttons, if the buttons are wore down, it'll make the clutch shake back and forth and create more of a ticking noise that way.
So how would you fix those things if it was the case?
I mean, if it was a piston slap deal, top end, piston rings, new cylinder. If it were the timing chain tensioner, there isn't necessarily a fix. It's not going to hurt anything. It's just something that they do over time with higher mileage. Oil pumps will get a little extra tolerance in them just running, and they'll bleed the remaining oil pressure and all the galleys out. And when you start it, it just has to build that pressure back up. So that doesn't necessarily hurt anything, just kind of annoying. And then if it's clutch, just get a clutch rebuild kit, throw that in, give you new buttons. Most of the time they give you new weights and rollers. That'd probably take care of that issue.
Sweet. Thank you.
Yep.